accomplishment. So to begin today, I want to direct your attention to the fact that we do have a program booklet. The link, though, is on our website, and we'll make sure that you get that as you exit. And that is where all of your wonderful bios and pictures and messages of thanks to those who have gotten you to this point are located. Those of you who are in person, I hope you also have a chance to look through it. Those of you in Zoom, we're dropping that link in the chat now. So also, while I have a moment, I do want to recognize there are multiple members of our senior leadership on campus who are here in person. I've seen several of them, as well as some who have joined us via Zoom. So I just want to say a special shout out to our vice chancellors, which includes Dr. Morris Taylor, Dr. Jeffrey Waple, Dr. Denise Cobb, Dr. Jessica Harris, and Rachel Stack, as well as I think I've seen a couple of deans in here of colleges and schools, as well as many faculty and staff. So thank you all for being here and regularly attending events like this and other programs offered by the Hub. So before we formally start our program, I do want to add just a little context to this very special ceremony. The Black Graduation Celebration is a pre-commencement celebration to honor Black, African, and African American students who, through unyielding determination and academic achievements, have successfully completed an undergraduate, graduate, or professional degree from Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. The ceremony acknowledges the sense of scholarly community among students and honors Black, African, and African American culture and culminates with a contextual presentation. The idea is not unique. In fact, it became very common at predominantly white colleges and universities, or PWIs, to hold a ceremony just like this one. It's because the experience of being Black, African, and African American at a PWI can create a variety of experiences. Since 1978, the University of Illinois has held a Black congratulatory ceremony for its graduates. This is actually considered one of the oldest ceremonies of this kind in the country. Stanford holds one similar. And at Brown University, the Onyx Rite of Passage, or Black Laureate ceremony, takes place the night before the main commencement ceremony. A New York Times article also has highlighted that there's many purposeful and needed alternative graduate ceremonies instead of the regular ceremonies that honor first-generation college students, LGBTQIA students, as well as a variety of identities of students of color, including Black, African, and African American. And because of this unique way we honor our students, we're so thrilled that we're able to host this special graduation event here at SIU since May of 2017. Because we do truly want students to be recognized and celebrated, and for those achievements to be acknowledged by our students and to this celebrational moment. So now I'd love to begin our formal celebration with welcome remarks from our SIU System President, Dr. Dan Mahoney. President Mahoney started as the SIU System President in March of 2020 and has done much in his time so far to ensure that our campus makes forward progress on being an anti-racist, diverse, equitable, and inclusive one. He continues to encourage the SIU system and SIUE campus to critically reflect on what we are doing to ensure historically marginalized students are supported to this exact moment. He's also ensured he maintains a solid presence at programs and activities sponsored by this office. And with that, I'm going to share a video. So give me one moment because he was unable to be here in person, but he has a video. And I want to make sure that I share that with you at this time. And
welcome
I'm going to have technical
Black graduation ceremony. First of all, I want to thank all the faculty.
And so-called Dan and
welcome you to the Black graduation ceremony. First of all, I want to thank all the faculty and staff who are here tonight, both for participating in this ceremony, but also for all that you do to support the students throughout the year. We appreciate your commitment and you certainly demonstrate that all the time. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the graduates. Graduating from college is a significant accomplishment at any time, and you certainly have done it during one of the more challenging times in recent history. So congratulations on your achievement. I hope you get to celebrate in a way that's appropriate given how much you put into this and what a significant achievement it is. I also wanted to say thank you. Thank you for choosing SIUE, for being part of our campus. for adding whatever you've added during the last 4 years. You make our university better, and we appreciate that. We hope you stay involved after you leave us as alumni. We have made a very public commitment to being an anti-racist university system. And we know we can't do that without our students and alumni being involved in all that we do. So we encourage you to stay involved in SIUE and the SIU system going forward. So again, congratulations, and thank you for everybody for being here tonight. Thanks.
Excellent. And we thank President Mahoney. Next, we will actually be having additional remarks, opening remarks from our Chancellor. Chancellor Pembroke began as Chancellor in August of 2016 and actually will be retiring this coming spring. So this set of graduation celebrations will actually be his last as Chancellor. And in that time, he has tried to serve to the best of his ability our institution well. And also, he is an SIUE alum, as many of you soon will be. This is also a busy week with graduations, and so he too recorded a message for us for this graduation. So we appreciate him taking the time to do that, and I will share that message with you now.
Welcome. At today's celebration, we have 215 students on the way to graduating. But this event is not a replacement for graduation, rather another chance to acknowledge your hard work and to celebrate the diversity found at SIUE. We hope that SIUE has been a place for you to not only excel in your academic achievements, but also to feel supported while at the university, allowing you the freedom to consider new ideas, to meet new people, and expand your perceptions, both locally and globally, to further explore your heritage and to celebrate it, to define and refine a sense of self and of what brings you happiness, and a place that has had a significant and positive influence on your life. These past 20 months have presented us all with many challenges. We faced a pandemic like nothing any of us have ever had to deal with before. You had to meet many new challenges while continuing your education. Face masks, social distancing, more classes online, and many virtual celebrations rather than in-person occasions. We hope you have faced these challenges and hope that they have given you additional abilities to add to your skill set. Abilities such as expertise in online meetings and classes, the ability to show that your work and education can continue despite many challenges, the ability to pivot and change when a plan can't be realized as originally conceived, renewed or enhanced resilience, and new ways to connect and stay connected with people. The sacrifices you have made have not gone unnoticed. You have also seen unrest in our country and our communities. SIUE is committed to making our campus a more welcoming, safe, and just environment for all of our students, staff, and faculty, as well as our community. We have committed to work intensely on diversity and inclusion at all levels. Please know that we are proud of your success and that SIUE was a better place because you were here. Think of all of the people and programs you encountered. You've left your mark on your classmates and friends, the faculty and staff within your program of study, and on the university's reputation. Thank you for that. Enjoy this moment. Stop and smell the roses. Your time here at SIUE will stay with you forever. But I'm confident that as SIUE alumni, you have many more and greater accomplishments in your future. And don't forget to come back to see us. Congratulations, and thank you for choosing SIUE. We celebrate you.
Excellent. Again, we thank the Chancellor for being supportive of events and being able to take the time out to record a message for us today. At this time, I'm very excited because we're about to hear from one of a faculty member who we greatly love in the Hub, and that's Dr. Candice Hall, who will give you the graduation message today. Dr. Hall is an assistant professor in the Department of Educational Leadership and the co-program director of the College Student Personnel Administration Program here at SIUE. Many of you know her because she's actively involved in supporting students on campus in a variety of ways. She's a beloved instructor and an avid supporter of the work done in the hub and on campus as it relates to equity, diversity, inclusion. We're very excited to have her join us today and share a special message with you all. At this time, please help me in welcoming Dr. Candice Hall.
I'm gonna take my mask off, y'all. Congratulations. I'm so excited to see y'all. And I'm so happy they asked me to be here. So I won't be before you long, as they say in church. Amen. All right. But I don't know about y'all, but it seems like lately life has lifed like it has never lifed before, right? It feels like everything that could go wrong has been going wrong and the whole world is falling apart. But in the midst of all of that, you all persisted. So I want you to take a minute and congratulate yourselves. Because not only did you overcome hardship and different trials and tribulations, you did that in the middle of a pandemic, right? You did that in the middle of continued injustice against Black and brown people. And you did it even in a challenging campus climate at times for Black students. So I'm proud of y'all, and you should be proud of yourselves. I wrote some notes, but I'm just going to come from the heart. Amen. All right. But as I was driving here and as I was thinking about what I wanted to say to you all today, I was really led to just come from the heart. I work on college campuses on this college campus because of my own college experience. And I can remember being the first in my family to go to college, to graduate college. I can remember being in high school and people already counting me out, that I wouldn't finish high school, that if I made it to college, I wouldn't finish that either. But I persisted. I remember specifically the end of my first year the end of the first semester of my first year in college. And I found myself packing up my residence hall and I was ready to leave because I had a balance that I couldn't figure out how to pay. Right. And growing up, family tells you to go to college, but often we don't hear how we're going to pay for college. And so I found myself with a lot of debt that I couldn't cover. So I packed up my room and I made my rounds to say goodbye. And I stopped by the first office that welcomed me to campus, which was the Welcome Center. And I told Miss Yo, as we called her, Miss Yolanda Weathersby, I was telling her bye and I was explaining to her the situation that I found myself in. And she grabbed me by the hands and she said, "Sugar, just give me a day. Don't do nothing yet. Just give me a little time and I'm gonna give you a call." And somehow with both faith and doubt, I was like, okay, I don't have no choice. I ain't gonna lose nothing by trusting her, right? So I said, okay. And I went back to my room and she called me the next day. She said, "I need you to come up here now, 9:00, and meet with the director of financial aid." She talked with the director and my grades weren't the best because I worked at the airport at 4 a.m., went straight from there to class. After class, went to another job. All right. So my grades were not the best my first semester, but she got the director to give me a scholarship to cover the balance that I had. She got the director of housing, Black woman, y'all. Well, y'all probably already figured that out. She got the director of housing to not only cover what I owed for the residence halls, but also to give me a job as a desk assistant so that I wouldn't have to pay tuition or the housing costs for the spring. And she got me a part-time job in admissions, filing transcripts. So I no longer had to work off campus. I had employers who understood that I was a student first. But if I hadn't stopped at that office, right, I wouldn't be where I am today. And like my story, many of you probably already have your own stories, right? People that you've connected with here, people that have made a difference in your life. And that is what causes me to consistently persist and to do what I do, support students in the way that I do here on this campus. So I'm gonna go back to my notes real quick. So I don't start to ramble. So I imagine that for many of you, you've made some lifelong friends, created some unforgettable memories here, and made connections that will endure the test of time. You've likely found people and created a village of love and care to help you to persist, even when you felt like giving up. You may have fond memories that you've created with the people in certain corners of campus that you won't soon forget. But now those days are winding down, and the end of your college experience here is coming. So you're probably asking yourself, what's next, right? What will propel you? What will motivate you on the hard days when it's tough to get out of bed? What is that thing that will cause you to persist even in the toughest of times? Because ready or not, tomorrow is coming. When you leave here, I encourage you to find your people. Find a village that will uplift you and support you in those tough moments when you feel like giving up. Create a community that sustains you and encourages you to be the best version of yourself. I am so grateful for my village, who's here today in the back of the room. Dr. Snipes, Dr. Fine, Lord Dorsey, Kelly Atkins, because they encourage me when I feel like giving up. Every time I question myself if I'm doing the right thing, if I've made the right decision, one of my students will come along and encourage me and let me know what a difference I've made in their life. You don't see me here without a force behind me. When you see me, you see my community. You see my colleagues, turned friends, turned family. And there are days that they have to remind me of who I am and what my purpose is. They encourage me to dream big by running with the crazy visions and dreams that I have. And they do more than work with me, they do life with me, right? So find your people. The next thing is know your worth and add tax. Own what you bring to the table, right? Do not devalue yourself. Understand your life's work and don't conflate it with what your job is. Because your life's work is that what you were purposed to do. Gloria Ladson-Billings said, don't confuse your work with a job. Your work has to be bigger. She further explained how her job at the University of Wisconsin allows her to do her work and the two find harmony. In the same way, my job allows me to do my life's work in building community and supporting my students, all while being my authentic self. My hope for each of you is that you find jobs that allow you to do your work, regardless of where you're stationed in life. Remember your work and remember your purpose. Finally, I want you to find joy. We see enough Black trauma, right? We need to find our joy. We deserve joy. We deserve to rest. We deserve to be whole and not fragmented and running on empty always. So, in the words of Kelly Prenny, I hope everyone you associate with thrives in abundance, limitless. Inspired by the words of Toby Wigway, the lyrics from his song Journey, I pray you catch a wave that doesn't subside. I want to see y'all win, for real. I want to see y'all win. So may the glow up be bigger than you ever imagined, and may you experience blessings that overtake you, love that surrounds you, and peace and joy wherever you may go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hall, for sharing that message with us today. I feel a lot of great things about that. I'm grateful for the heartfelt and dedication that you have to the students. One more round of applause for Dr. Hall, maybe? And now we're very excited to recognize each graduate individually. So momentarily, we will ask for graduates to proceed to the podium here at the side of the, Mike at the side of the stage. Guests, as we read the names, the graduates will cross the stage. We'll also be sharing a PowerPoint via Zoom so that people can see that as well as here to share the names of those who are graduating. Those in the Zoom, we ask that you remain on mute until all graduate names have been shared because we worried about feedback. And then those within the space, though, however, you are welcome to cheer and shout and take pictures and all the celebratory sounds you'd like to make for your graduates. Once the names of all the graduates are shared, we'll then ask everyone in the Zoom to go ahead and unmute, as well as those in person, and we'll cheer just one more time, because why not cheer for the graduates? And then we'll go from there and carry on the ceremony from there. So graduates, as your name is called, please know that we honor and we celebrate each of you. As we mentioned, you'll be receiving your stole and certificate on stage. Those who could not join us in person, we hope that you've already picked that up, or that you pick up your your stole and your certificate in the hub at a later time. We also hope that you all will wear these stoles proudly at your respective commencement exercises, so that you can feel proud at multiple ceremonies. Additionally, we'll first be recognizing our bachelor's candidates, and then we'll be followed with our graduate degrees. So I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint momentarily, and then we'll have the first row start. Give me one moment to get this together. Get this to work. If it's going to click. I cannot get anything to work well today. Oh my gosh, it's freezing. See, I warned us, right? Technical difficulties, it's inevitable. Y'all handling it like champs. Thank you. Give me one moment. It's just not, it's like freezing here. Okay. Just. And maybe we'll forego the slideshow and we'll show it in the Zoom, and I will share the name. Is it working? You're like, you picked the picture on purpose, didn't you? Yeah. I will, give me 1 second then, because I will be sure it gets up there. Yeah. Where is it? Here. Oh, yes. That's Abby, saved by Abby. Okay, graduates, first row, if you would join us. Oh, yes, and also there'll be pictures at the end, so feel free to pose for our photographer as you see fit. That also means if you'd like to take your mask down at the end, you're welcome to do so, and then just make sure you place it back on as you come back to your seats. They got out of order. I'm trying to find number one for this one.
We're on number 2, actually.
We might have to tell them to consider their certificates afterwards. Okay, go for it. Yes, enough.
Okay, so we're actually going to ask all of our graduates to pick up your certificate in the hub after the ceremony. Okay?
I believe they got dropped. They're a little out of order.
Just a little bit.
We don't want to give you the wrong ones, but we will give you this.
I would like to present to you Shania Renee Alston.
Woo! Good section.
Thank you.
Yes.
Lemoria R. Brandon.
We're on number. Oh, they're out of order. They're out of order. Oh, that's okay. I don't want you to miss out on that opportunity. Now we're on.
Okay. Aaliyah Clark. Keenan J. Coleman.
Hello, congratulations. Yes, thank you so much.
Bryson Collier. Ranita Donaby. Dominique Lachey Jones. Desiree Dorsey. Taylor Renee Lee Franklin. Stephen Gay II. Michaela Anise Hall. Ariana Shakari Elaine Harris. Azaria Hart. Tyree Hawkins.
Yeah, first row. Excellent. I see why you wanted the pictures up, everyone. They're good ones. Don't want to miss out on those. All right. Yes. And please be seated. Yeah, second row.
Destiny Hendricks. Marie Amakali Wintunzi. Alicia D. Kennedy.
Oh. Are we out? We're out of order. We're out of order. We're out of order. My bad. Congratulations. We'll come up to it. Yes.
Marcus Key.
Back on track. Congratulations, Marcus. Yep.
Janisha Lachelle Martin. Zaria Nicole McNeil. Taylor Nicole Morgan.
Oh my God, yes. Why is it not showing on the screen? Team, I'm sorry. No one told me this was showing the notes page. Here we go. That's the first I looked up.
Computer science major.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that. Oh my gosh, y'all.
Amaria Janelle Mumford. Kayla Sharice Parker.
Yeah.
Nakaya Patton. Tatiana Pearson. Joshua Pearson.
Yes.
Kimberly M. Ramirez.
Let's go. Yes, right. Congratulations.
Crystal Michelle Rice.
Yes, yes.
Lauren Evelyn Ross.
Thank you. Yes. Marvelous. Another round, yes. Yes, I know, right? I was excited about that statement piece. And graduates, you can be seated. I know they're taking another picture. Yep. And next row, please join us.
Jade Sashington. Nakia Smith. Vernon Tremaine Smith Jr. Tanya Spires.
Congratulations, Tanya.
Chelsea Thompson Hudson. Serge Chioka. Kaylin Ware. Tyla Angelique Wells. Tamron Denise Williams. Barshawn Maquia Williams. Antonio Keith Willis.
Yes.
Jade Woodard. Christopher Dwayne Wooten. Taylor Coleman.
Oh. Okay, I missed it. I didn't get it. Woo, I got it. Congratulations. Yep. Okay. It's exciting. Graduates, you can be seated. I know there's a couple other pictures taking. And now we're going to be joined by our final row, which are our graduate degree candidates. Yeah.
Asher Dankira. Anya Latrice Foster. Lorenzo C. Reed. Kazim Olufemi Usman. Tanisha P. Walton. Thank you.
I know. Keep the colors up front. I know. Okay, now as the pictures are finalizing, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Right? If you're on Zoom, you're welcome to unmute. Those of us in the audience, how about one huge celebratory moment for all of our graduates?
Kayla! Kayla! Kayla Parker!
Congratulations, graduates!
We say Kayla Parker! Kayla Parker!
Congratulations, my Delta soror!
Yes,
Thank
Kayla!
you all so much. Yes. Very exciting. If you're on Zoom, now's your chance to mute yourself, please.
Oh, yes, Kayla
Excellent.
Parker!
How exciting. I'm so happy to have seen all of you. Thank you for giving me the honor of letting me give you your stoles. And now, graduates, as you know, you're going to go out into the world and hopefully make your mark. Please remember that you are a proud SIUE Cougar and that you have left a legacy here on this campus and in the hearts of those who you've encountered along the way. To remind you a little bit about how you are always a Cougar, we have Mr. Victor Hicks, class of 9 and 12, an SIU Alumni Association representative here to share some thoughts with you now. So at this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Hicks to the stage.
I would first like to say congratulations to you all again. What a remarkable accomplishment. Give yourselves a hand. My name is Victor Hicks. I serve on the executive board of the SIUE Alumni Association, and I'm so glad to be here. I'm going to show my age a little bit. When I graduated, we didn't have this, but I definitely would have really been glad to have the Dr. Hall again. What a inspirational testimony, and she had me in my Pentecostal pedagogy bag. I was about to say, won't he do it?
Oh, yes, he will.
But I am excited to serve as a representative. You all are now SIUE alumni, and you are joining over 115,000 others who have made this journey in both the undergraduate and graduate level. All around the world, we are Cougars, and we like to say that once a Cougar, always a Cougar. I want to tell you that you all, it's been said over and over again, represent a remarkable group of people who had to endure something that no other generation of college students have had to endure for a very long time, to endure a pandemic. I am an educator. And I also, when I saw Dr. Hall, I'm like, where was she at when I was in the School of Education? I wanted that experience, but I honor you. I know a little bit about going through and pressing through. My 2 weeks before my senior year started here as an undergrad, I had an accident. And I had to have 5 surgeries. I couldn't walk. The doctors didn't know if I would walk again. And as I thought about coming back here to campus and about what you all have endured, I remember sitting and my professors gathering with me said, maybe you should take a year off. But I could not imagine not pressing through. So I came here. My wife had to push me to class. I did my student teaching at Edwardsville High School, rolling around the halls, and I was determined to walk, not just walk across the stage, but to walk again. And so I did both. And so I understand what it's like to press through. So you all have had tragedy, but now you celebrate your triumph. You've had some loss, but now you've learned. I want to say to you, I'm encouraged to see this next generation of leaders. Dr. Hall, again, those words just resonate. She said, know your worth and add tax. I'm going to say to you, when you show up, show out. I want to say to you that Understand, when you get in the room, it doesn't matter what they think. You show who you are. When I, as an educator now, who came from, I also did graduate teaching here, but now I teach at St. Louis University and Maryville University. But I always remember what I learned at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. It prepared me to teach teachers. And I want to say to you that you all are part of a great group of people. Thank you for giving, those of you who are given to the scholarship funding for future SIUE Cougars and blazing a trail. That's what you are. You are trailblazers. And there are many events we want to give you an opportunity to be a part of. One is the Gateway graduation, with the exception of the great Gateway graduation. We want you to stop by the Alumni Association table before you leave to join the senior campaign and receive your cord. We want to also invite you to take part in all of the benefits of being an alumni. There's no cost, first of all. Can we just say thank you? You already paid the cost to be in. You are a part of the Alumni Association, whether you want to be or not. No, I want to say this. One of the things I've learned is to honor relationships. A lot of people will tell you that it's your GPA, and that's a great thing. Your transcripts, that's a great thing. All of that is great, but relationships are important. And so the relationships that you have found here at SIUE, I want to encourage you to build on. But there's some great relationships that you can make with the SIUE Alumni Association. I can tell you it's been a great experience for me the last 5 years. I want to tell you there are all kind of perks, all types of opportunities that you can take part in. I hope that a part of your experience will be to come back to campus and be a part of those homecoming weekends, be a part of what we're doing here on the campus. I want to say to you how many Chicago people we have. There's a Chicago chapter, very active. So if you're going back to Chicago, I want you to be a part of that. If you're going to be here in St. Louis, there's a St. Louis Young Professionals Network. There's also a Springfield chapter. And these chapters have been created, and we're still reaching out and branching out. And again, I want to say to you one more time before you leave, congratulations and welcome to the SIU alumni family. Thank you all. Have a great day. Celebrate. You deserve it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hicks. Much appreciated. So additionally, as we mentioned earlier, graduates were able to submit messages of thanks to faculty, staff, mentors, friends, and family who've all been instrumental in their success here at SIUE. We know that it often takes the love and care of all those around each student to encourage them to complete the degree and make it to graduation. So the messages that you graduates shared are in that booklet I mentioned. However, we also want to take a moment to honor those of you who are here in person and on Zoom today who have supported these students. So those in the Zoom, again, feel free to unmute and turn your cameras on if you'd like. And those, everyone here in person, let's join in a celebratory moment of the support teams of our graduates for the direct and indirect contributions to each of these students' success. Woo!
Congratulations.
Good job, graduates. Good job.
Congratulations.
Thank you for that moment. And thank you again, support teams, for all you've done for our students. Now, we had, again, as I mentioned, some technical difficulties, but we do have some closing remarks from our SIU System Vice President for Anti-Racism, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Dr. Sheila Caldwell. Dr. Caldwell joined our system in July of this year and has already begun the work of bringing our campuses together in our anti-racism and diversity, equity, inclusion efforts. We very much have enjoyed her presence in our system and are pleased to have her remarks. We didn't get the video working, but I have the remarks here. So I'm going to read her remarks to you because, again, you know, we can't have everything go right technically. So here's her remarks. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sheila Caldwell, SIU System Office of Vice President for Anti-Racism, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Chief Diversity Officer. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate our graduates, along with their families, friends, and all who supported them during this unprecedented time. I hope you feel seen and celebrated by your loved ones. Your outstanding achievements and contributions to SIUE has been, as you probably noticed, no small feat. Although this is a time for celebration, it's important to acknowledge that the numbers for graduation rates are not always glowing in the African American community. Therefore, it's powerful, very powerful, to see each of you today. You have made our campus community more meaningful, more intelligent, and more vibrant. You are trailblazers and models of success for future generations. You have weathered a pandemic and persevered to this day. As you go forth, we know that you will challenge and you will change the world for the better. Thank you for entrusting SAUE with your educational journey. We hope you look back on your journey with fondness, knowing that we take great pride in each of you and each of the stories that brought you here. Congratulations, graduates and fellow alumni. And we thank Dr. Caldwell for those remarks. And I'd like to thank you all one more time who have joined us here today at this Black graduation ceremony. Again, thank you for our senior leadership who are in attendance both in person and in Zoom or who sent us their messages. Thank you so much to our speakers who've offered great insight and inspiration this afternoon, evening. And thank you for you all of you graduates who have dedicated yourself to your education so you could be here at the finish line. Most importantly, graduates, I'd like to thank you for all that you've done here at the institution. And again, the impact that we know you've made and that you'll continue to make as you go out into the world. I hope your memories will last and the friendships you've made will guide you far into the future. We're very excited for all that you'll bring. Thank you. Graduates, as you proceed out, stay near the back for an extra moment. We're going to take some group pictures if you're all comfortable. For guests, as you exit, we have plenty of refreshments just outside the door for you to hang out as a reception, and your graduates will join you soon. And we hope that you enjoy that time out there as well. So with that, I want to wish one final congratulations to our graduates. Thank you. We appreciate you. Go into the world, be amazing. And if you'll rise and join and exit out, and then if your guests will join you. Thank you again for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Yes. Oh, go ahead. Graduates, actually, we have our camera person going to ask you some specifics.
No, it's okay. Don't worry, it's nothing crazy. All I want you guys to do is like reassume the order that y'all were in.
Oh, okay.
And we're just gonna like come together here into a big like rectangle. I feel like that'll be easy. Yeah, you guys can move up a little bit, and we'll just like stay in the order mostly that we were, right? Nice. Cool. It's up to you guys, honestly.
If you're comfortable,
Perfect.
You can, because it's momentary. It's not going to be for 15 minutes.
Do you guys mind coming up here a little bit? And then do you guys mind kind of like folding in a little bit from the y'all right side? Perfect. Let's see what we're looking at here.
If you're comfortable, you can remove it, mask, or you don't have to. It's up to you. It is less than 15 minutes, so it's just the pictures really quick.
Guys on the corners, do you mind either coming in further or shuffling towards the back? Yeah, you guys can move whatever you need to.
Yeah, of course. I mean, these are your families.
I need y'all to come in a little bit more. I'm sorry.